down with RMU. I actually went to one of their alumni games and played. I've never even gone to Robert Morris University, but this was several years ago. I went and I played for RMU.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it was funny, I went to... so I guess it was the alumni versus the young team, right? The current team. And there was this one lad who I guess had never played had never played rugby before. He was an American footballer. And I think I was probably playing fullback maybe, or wing. But it came on that we're about 20 yards away from the, where he's trying to go. Yeah. And I go to make a tackle and I kind of leap in towards his legs and he tries to jump over me. And I was like, I got pretty angry because got basically a knee into the face, a flying knee. Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren. I was Ben Askren basically. Yeah. And I got up and I was a bit like, what the fuck, mate? And then the other guys were like, it's his first game, or, it's his second game. And he's like, sorry, I didn't know I'm not allowed to jump. Yeah. But So, RMU.
I actually like the Robert Morris guys now, but the first time I ever punched anyone in a rugby game was against RMU.
Okay, very nice.
I think it was my junior year.
And where has that person gone on to in life? Have you become friends with him? Will you be going to his wedding?
Well, there's multiple people I punched in that game. The prop, I don't remember. Their fly half. I chased him, and I took jockers, and another guy grabbed me. And then the other dude I got into with turned out to be an Army Ranger. I actually, at a party at Soder's, Sean Roddy brought him, and I was like, you look familiar, did you play?
Yeah.
And we went back and forth.
Yeah.
And, he's like, I'm so sorry, man. I would get coked up before games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Is that what he said?
Really get his motivation going.
I wouldn't have really messed with him. I knew he was an Army Ranger. He'd
probably
get me up, fuck me up pretty quick. But, actually, after that game, the ref actually gave me a shot of whiskey. He said...
just to calm you down a little bit?
Yeah, he said he liked me and he thought I needed it.
Yeah.
Because, he kind of knew. It's like, as a ref, you can kind of know if stuff's happening, you just can't see it. Like,
sure.
when I'm reffing wrestling and kids, saying, he did this to me, well, I can't call it unless I see it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But you do obviously trust him.
Yeah. But I can't call it. So, I wouldn't just be randomly going nuts if something
unless you're mental.
Yeah. No, I feel like just talking you can tell,
Yeah.
All right, so you're picking Rob Morris. I'm going to pick Franciscan. Sorry,
Perfect.
Rory. All right, and then of course the main event, you're picking the Forge. I think I'm going with the Forge too.
Yeah, that will be a really good game. Obviously Crusaders, like you said, have a little bit of a bee in their bonnet. They lost twice to the Forge. But yeah, I think the Forge are good. I would love to see training this week at the Forge. You know what I mean? Just to see where their mentality is. Obviously, the second rows had a fantastic game for them this week, putting on basically all the tries. So all of the points that the Forge scored were from that, obviously a hooker and then your two second rows. They have a fantastic backline. Obviously, Claude Clark, who was a player, like I said, with Red, he played with the Harlequins. He came out, I think this was maybe his third game for Forge, and he jumped straight into the D2 game.
I think he did 1 of 4, 1 of 3, 1 of 2.
Okay, and he definitely deserved his spot. He had a great game, obviously, Neil Reynolds, Biscuits out wide. Once again, Forge know what they're doing. You know what I mean? I was watching a little bit of the Rugby World Cup, a lot of kicking. Russo knows when to kick. He's often getting the ball and it's a little box kick over the top. I get the impression Forge are such a well-drilled team that they're probably watching tape from their Cleveland games. You know what I mean? And they're trying to analyse things now. So I think this week of training is a little bit of well done, lads. Let's get back at it. This is what our game plan is. This is where we're going to pinpoint their weakness. And I hopefully Forge go on to win that,
Yeah, good for the area.
It will. Obviously, I went to Forge Day. It was a big crowd. It really was. Yeah. They did it a little bit different. Usually, all the Forge and their supporters are on the far side.
Yeah.
This side, it was where you parked your cars. That's where the Forge were. And on the far side was the Chicago fans. Gotcha. So I think they kind of wanted it known, hey, we have a big audience here. So if anyone kind of coming in off the street was obviously joining in with the Forge crowd, basically. So it looked like everyone was kind of supporting the Forge.
I'm going to root for the Forge this weekend, but I'm going to sit up on that hill because I think that's the best part.
Best view?
But yeah, you can see every moving part.
You can.
Yeah.
And that's why you're a great journalist, and that's why you're top of the league podcast host. I'm going to be with the banter. I'm going to be in the crowd.
Yeah, working the people.
Just chatting to a few of the lads. Ended up having a few beers in my hand. It was great. Yeah. And I'm doing Sober October, but when someone offers you a cool, refreshing Miller High Life, it's hard to say no.
Okay, so that's like what I say. I don't really eat sweets, but when someone offers me a cookie, like your wife and daughter bake cookies, I wasn't going to turn it down.
You wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have been kicked out of the house.
Yeah, I would never do that. So, yeah, same thing with beer.
Yeah.
If you're giving up beer and someone offers you beer, you can't be rude.
Yeah. Yeah, and at the weekend, I went to a Halloween party. I think we're basically done with rugby at this stage, aren't we?
Unless you want to do stat watch.
We will. No, how about we have a little bit of banter, then we jump into a bit more rugby.
How much time we got left? How much time we got left?
10 minutes.
Okay. All right, let's get some banter.
Went to a Halloween party this weekend. Obviously, I'm sticking to just being a gin boy.
Yeah.
Because I'm, once again, sober October. So I was drinking gin, but then, once again, beer pong, flippy cup, all that. So I had a few more beers. So it was, hopefully, I'll drink no beer all month. I've broken that.
So this is like the first time I missed South Pitt's Halloween party.
Yeah.
I actually kept my shirt on this Halloween. Very disappointing.
Yeah. Well, Halloween still is Thursday.
No, I know.
And there might be other parties you might be invited to on Saturday.
Dirty costumes I can figure out. But, well, this was your first year not hosting the Halloween party. How was that?
It was refreshing.
Yeah?
Just simply for the fact that, sometimes when you're hosting a party, there's a little bit of stuff to do.
Yeah.
And it's always someone's giving out to you, isn't it? Oh, why are you playing FIFA? You should be doing this. Well, I can kind of do what I want, you know what I mean? But it's refreshing.
Did you piss on any garbage cans?
I did not.
Okay.
Why would I ever do such a thing? I tell you what, it was a very lazy Halloween for me, though. So I had I'm going to describe it to you. Okay. I wore a fanny pack and a watch, and then I wore a bear outfit, but then I had a pig face mask on. Any idea what that is?
Bearman Pig from
South Park. Man Bear Pig.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
See, that's why we got the vibe. I'm sorry, Red. You just don't have the connection.
It doesn't. It's literally like I'm pulling teeth with Red.
He's gonna give you shit.
No. I thoroughly enjoy Red, and originally I was hoping that I could have Red in the studio with us today. Yeah. He unfortunately fell a little bit sick. But I had some good banter lined up, mainly at your expense.
That's all good.
That is my favourite type of banter.
My roommate Tom's got a bone to pick with you.
Okay.
So I told Tom...
Is this pod related or
This is pod related. Okay. So I give him more shit than anyone, but I get mad when people give him shit. And he's like, yeah, I'm listening to the pod, and they're giving you shit, and I'm laughing. And I'm like... You know what? Fuck them. Fuck it. They ain't got nothing on Gator. And he started calling me. Yeah, he never calls me Gator.
Okay.
So I was like, all right,
good,
Tom.
Good.
So
Standing up for you.
He's going to get you.
Well, indirectly, we insulted Tom because I said that you're a weird guy. And you're like a light, though. And all the other weird guys are drawn to you like moths. So maybe Tom took that personally. I didn't really mean it. I mean it mainly because of Gary. Now, Gator.
What? Stat watch.
Before we do stat watch.
Okay. Stat watch.
Joshua Falcon, he's out in Japan.
Oh, okay.
We've literally wasted about $2,000 sending him out there.
Why? Oh, he didn't even answer our call, did he?
Well, he did, and then he said, Moss, I can't really talk, so I managed to record it, and then I can listen to the audio, but there's no way I can play it on this. And the game plan was that he was going to send us some audio pre-recorded, and we would just press play. He didn't do it. His photos, he hasn't been tagging us. He hasn't been wearing his Miller High Life t-shirt. Yeah. So we will just quickly touch base. Maybe we might have him in the studio. He went to the New Zealand-England game. What a fantastic game that would have been to go to.
Just an ass whooping.
Did you watch it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, England were the better team, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, so basically, I had a quick conversation. Podcast listeners, I do apologise. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to be talking as myself and then as Josh Falcon, reading off the question I asked him and then his response. Okay. Sushi, hibachi, wagyu beef. Japan is famous for food. Japan is also renowned for its drinks, sake, and even making a name in the global whiskey scene. What have you been eating over there, Joshua? And then Falcon responds, I've been eating a lot of hot dogs and drinking a hell of a lot of Miller High Life. Woo! Okay. My next question then. I spent so much time with all this. I asked Falcon if he could, once again, respond. Culture is something Japan is famous for. Sumo wrestlers, geishas, samurai soldiers. What influence from Japan's culture have you experienced? Falcon responds, yeah, we went and saw a Hello Kitty store. It was brilliant. Okay, and the final question before I had to hang up in anger. A common thing I've heard about the people who travel to Asia, and in particular Japan, is how different it is to the Western world. What is the biggest difference you have noticed? Falcon responded, I can't believe they sell sushi in McDonald's here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really living large.
He is. I would love to know what he's doing out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said he's added a few photos to his personal Instagram. And he looks like he's having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Gator. Back to rugby.
All right. So we have a few minutes left. So I'm
We
going
do indeed.
to break down Stat Watch.
Stat watch.
All right.
Watch.
Top 5 D3 scores for men. Johnson Granville, 75 points from Akron. Tasty Al Cochran himself, 56 for the Forge. Ryan Sands of the Cleveland Crusaders, 51. Jordan Heberly, 43 for Erie. And Braden Shoup, 37 of the Forge.
Yeah, he's a great player, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
That is it. Like, you've literally just listed off a list of winners there.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect all 5 of them to be on the select sides.
Yeah, you really would, wouldn't you?
Tries, there was a tie between Anthony Session and Braden Shoup.
Okay.
Shoop da boop ba da ba doop. I gotta meet that kid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm sure you played against him.
Yeah. For the women, Scout Cheeks led the way with 60 points and barely beat out Jenna Hutzler, who had 59.
Ooh. A little closer than I thought. Obviously, Scout missed the playoff game. She missed the game which really mattered against Buffalo as well.
Jenna is on the Buffalo team.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Who were
Pretty
league
good,
winners,
too.
yeah.
I'm guessing Jenna kicked the points, because I know Scout doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Durham,
Who does kick the points.
Came in third with points. Tries, Scout led the way with 12. And Durham and Hutzler tied with 5 apiece. Bang, bang.
Brilliant.
All right, so also, I want to give a little pat to my back on pretty much predicting the D3 men's standings.
Okay.
The only 2 I got out of order were Akron and the Scallywags.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Everything else was right. I had
Okay.
Crusaders, Rovers, 2-3, which is what they were.
Yep.
I know the Forge guys were a little butthurt that I said
They
you were in
finished
4th place, and I explained why, and they were all completely logical reasons. So if you were butthurt by that, sorry, I was right. We came in 5th, and like I said, we didn't know Akron was going to merge and become a powerhouse. We didn't know that half the Scallywag team wasn't going to play. So those were the 2 I got wrong, and they just so happened to be in the places I predicted the other one was going to be.
So did South Pittsburgh Hooligan, obviously they're the same record as Prescal.
No, we had another win.
Oh, okay.
We had 11 points in standing. They had 8.
Oh, gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Because obviously they lost in the face-off against South Pittsburgh. Yep. Yeah, and obviously, Gator, if you did miss last week's game for the South Pittsburgh Hooligans, which you did, they had a good win. And Mark Salvador got man of the match, just to let you know.
I've heard the podcast.
Yeah, so he will obviously be rooting for a man of the match, man of the season. Not this year, obviously. Came in too late, but next year. A lot of people are going to be taking your crown. Now, obviously,
I don't think I'm going to get this year. I'm only playing half the games.
You only played in half the games, yeah. You did great in your games, but once again, if you are missing half a season, it is tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
You really need to stand out in them games, which you did. But
for that type of award, it's what you do every season.
Yeah.
Per game, I think, I'm a pretty damn good player. But
sure, you might have won all the man of the matches in the games you played, but what can you do?
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
All right, so women's college standings. In D1, we have Pitt in first place, followed by Kent State, and Ohio State's in third. In D2, IUP leads the way at 4-1. Youngstown State is 3-2, and West Virginia University is 0-4.
Oh no, I'm just thinking of something Red said. Something Red just said.
Cousin lovers, right?
Yeah.
And Scrooge, Sevens standings.
Red was such a good podcast. I'm talking about Red. I can't stop thinking about it. Oh, he was brilliant. He brought me a T-shirt. Even though he was my host, he brought me a T-shirt.
Okay, did I get to show it off to me or what?
I'll show you in a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
So St. Vincent's on top, narrowly beating Fairmont with a tiebreaker. They both have a record of
Red also came with gifts for the baby.
Wow.
He was like one of the three wise men.
Oh my god.
And what'd you bring?
You didn't invite me to a diaper party.
I didn't have a diaper
You didn't invite
party.
me to your daughter's first birthday or second birthday.
Yeah.
And now I'm just supposed to show up with gifts?
Well, good call. Okay. All right.
All
right.
You're supposed to be my best friend.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And RMU is in third place at 7-5, and a special thank you to Smarto for giving us all the scores all year long.
Yeah, no, she's been fantastic. And obviously, everyone who participates in the rugby world gives up a lot of spare time. So obviously, we'd love to shout out Smarto, Jason Edsel, Bill Marnell, everyone who's kind of helped us throughout the season. Obviously, the seasons keep on going.
Matt Gribowitz with keeping our team alive.
And all the gifts and fantastic personality and all his humour, his fantastic fragrances. Matthew Gribowitz, you are the real MVP. Gator, I'll see you next week. I'll see you on Saturday at Forge Day, and we'll pod recapping. From all at Top of the League podcast, good night.
Good night.
Perfect.